It's Thursday morning, October 1st. We're 3 hours into trading. Hello, traders. Let's see what the market's doing. Let's find some good stocks. You can see how we tried to get through the prior day's high. Market was turned back immediately. And then we've had a couple of double tops here. We have a downward sloping trend line. I suspect that the market's just going to chop around. We're waiting for any news on the stimulus bill. That is all that's driving the market right now. We had optimism starting last Friday because Steve Mnuchin said he'd been meeting many times with Nancy Pelosi. So countless meetings this week. Had a big one yesterday. Market got really excited about that. Grind higher. Everything looked fantastic. And then Mitch McConnell came out and said, nope, both sides are still a far ways away from each other. And then we saw this big market drop. Well, guess what? They're meeting again today at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So I guess we'll see what they have to say sometime this afternoon. Hopefully it's good news for the sake of the market. And we could take out that high from yesterday. If it is, if it's bad news, we'll probably visit the low. So the market could go anywhere, and you see that reflected in the current price action. Buyers down in here, right around the 50-day moving average. Sellers up in here, right around the 337.50 level. And we're just in wait and see mode right now. So that's all we've got in terms of market action. If we go into the daily chart, though, I feel that the bid is strengthening. Now, we had a buying climax. We were above this upper trading range right here, and that told us that we could see some profit taking. 3 steps down, 2 steps back, 3 steps down, 2 steps back. I think that this 100-day moving average could be challenged, but if it is, it's going to be so brief. And I think that buyers are going to step right in, especially as earnings season starts to approach in a couple of weeks. Got a couple earnings related trades that I'm going to show you too. We have this downward sloping trend line here that's been broken to the upside. We're above the 50-day moving average. Really reminds me of the price action that we saw earlier this summer. Upper trend line broken, buying climax, profit taking, test of the low, higher low, downward sloping trend line, broken to the upside, off to the races. I'm looking for a similar pattern here. 1OP indicator on a daily basis, also showing us that we should be able to move higher. So I am looking for bullish put spreads to sell out of the money. Now, ahead of the election, I don't think we're going to be gangbuster off to the races. I just don't. There's too much uncertainty, and we may not know the election result for a long time. Netflix, love it. This is one of the first stocks that I want to take a look at. Heavy buying. You can see some beautiful stocks. We have been nailing these stocks all day. I think I'm 9-0 on my day trade so far. Netflix I've traded, CRWD I've traded, Walmart I've traded. Let's see, what are some of the other ones? They're not on the list here, but DDOG, Tesla, ZM. Those are all stocks. BBBY was a really nice one out of the gate this morning. I like Netflix right in here. In fact, I highlighted it in my weekly swing trading video that I recorded Wednesday night. I publish that on YouTube Saturdays, but I release it to my members Wednesday night. I like the fact that Netflix had bounced off the 100-day moving average. It had relative strength. We're trying to sell an out of the money bullish put spread below this 100-day moving average. Unfortunately, the stock moved higher, so did the market, and we were not able to get filled. But the stock is moving higher, and you can see if you hover over the E in Option Stalker that it announces earnings on 10/20. Well, that sets up well for selling out of the money bullish put spreads because Netflix has a tendency to rally into earnings season. And I know that because I collect these statistics over the course of the last 3 years. Once Netflix is inside that 2-week window before earnings, it has a tendency to rally. It has done so more than 75% of the time. These are the types of odds that we like to have in our favor. This is just one of the many features that you get in Option Stalker. So if I click on the custom search engine, you can see it right here. I'm going to click Option Liquidity, 1 or higher, pre-earnings bull, set the date range that you'd like to look for. And in this particular case, I wouldn't select October 1st. I'd probably go with the 19th, because I want to sell out of the money bullish put spreads, this at least gives me 2 expirations. We want to make sure that those options expire before the earnings announcement. So we'll click on scan and look at the stocks here. Lots of them. If I want to add additional filters, I certainly can. Let's say that I want to find a stock that's got heavy volume today and that is above the prior day's high. Gee, that would indicate that it's got some really decent strength today. Well, let's do that. There we go. Look at that. Netflix right in there. Abbott, PINS. Let's take a look at a couple of them. If I see something I like, that'll be the pick of the day. Right now, I'd have to say it's Netflix. I really like the price action in Netflix. Abbott, looking quite good. I like that D1 chart. Going to go into PINS. Look at that stock. Beautiful. Higher lows, breakout. This baby is going. Look at that strength. Really good for day trading. UPS also on the list. Horizontal breakout, able to hold the breakout, trying to get through to a new all-time high. UPS also looks very good. I don't really need to go any further than this, folks. I mean, I've just shown you a couple of trades. It's that easy to find. And we know that these stocks have a tendency to rally into earnings, and we know that earnings season is coming up. So these would be picks. Now on something like UPS, knowing that the stock has a tendency to rally, what would you want to do? Well, you could sell an out of the money bullish put spread right here using the 165 strike price right on that low. Let's see what that low was right here. The low is 165.50, so you could do that. That would be pretty aggressive. And if you're looking to do that, you'd probably want to go with maybe even this Friday's expiration, just tomorrow, and see if there's anything left in those 165 puts. Let's see if there is. Not a whole lot. Maybe you can get 20 cents, but you can't really spread that off. There's just not enough time. And let's see if you can go out the next week. There we'll probably be able to get a decent spread. That way we'll only have risk exposure for a week and a few days. And we'll take a look at those 165s. So we'll probably have to go 165, 162.50, 37 bid offered at 68 cents. I like to try and get at least 50 cents when I have 2.5 points between the strike prices. Very doable. I like it. I think that's going to be a good spread. I would sell that for a 50-cent credit. And that could be the trade that I show you today. Netflix also looks good. I like it. I think the stock's going to continue to rally into earnings. We could take a look and see maybe at that 490 strike price. Now this stock has a lot of volatility to it, so let's go in and let's take a look at that. And let's see what we've got there on the 490 strike price. And there you can see the 490, 465, 490, 487.50. We've got 5 cents bid offered at 75 cents, 10 cents bid offered at 80. Again, 2.5 points between the strike prices. We want to make sure that we're trying to get a 50-cent credit here. So there you can see 50-cent credit, and that expires in a week and a day. I think that's a decent spread. It should continue to move higher into earnings season. Let's see what else we can find here. Take a look at CRWD. Very nice price action getting through this horizontal resistance. BBBY. Boom. That was a really nice trade early this morning. I could see the market was down. The stock was continuing to push higher. I got long this stock off of the after earnings search right there. So this means that it posted after the close yesterday or before the open this morning, and it's on the bullish side because the stock gapped higher than the high from the prior day, which is a good sign that it wants to move higher. So I think I made 50 cents on this stock. It's a $19 stock. Really nice move. Go in and take a look at some stocks in heavy buying. ZS, also nice. Look at that stock move higher. Compression right there, breaking out to the upside. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart on SPY. See what we've got going on there. Trying to get through this resistance. If it does, I want to know about it. So I'm going to double click and drop an alert line. If that happens while I'm doing this presentation, I'm going to know about it. Walmart, super, super nice. Guess what? Walmart also likes to rally into the earnings release. Really, really strong upward channel. Put on that daily chart. Beautiful breakout through this horizontal resistance. Really nice support level right in here to leverage off of. You can see resistance, resistance, resistance. Now support, support, support. That was a line in the sand, and we were looking to sell an out of the money bullish put spread on that this morning. Didn't get filled on it. Stock took off on us. I'm starting to see a lot of stocks that have a really good bid, and that tells me that we want to be more aggressive with getting our out of the money bullish put spread sold right now. We want to take advantage of maximum time decay, so we want to keep it within 3 weeks. Ideally, we can even stay within 2 weeks. Take a look, see if we can find any other stocks that look good. Tesla. Tesla was looking really good this morning. You can see how it also has broken through this downward sloping trend line right here. It's also got an upward sloping trend line here, kind of a channel, or excuse me, a wedge formation. It looks good. It's got good relative strength today. If you can sell an out of the money bullish put spread right around that $380 level, that would probably work. UNH, D-Dog has actually been strong. You can see how the stock is through that horizontal resistance. I traded this earlier today. Let's take a look at that. Stock not doing a lot today, but the market's not doing a lot. You can see how it's starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. Spot. I looked at Spot earlier today. Really like it. Now, this is a choppy stock during the day, so let's drop an alert first of all. I want to drop it right there, see if it can get through that point, if it can get through there. I'd also like to know if it gets through that point. So let's take a look at Spot. I like that D1 when I saw it today. Look at that nice bounce off of that 100-day moving average. Spot already breached our upside alert. That's how the alerts come through. You click on them and it takes you right to the chart. Because we're already on it, it didn't do that. Long tail under body, good support, really nice little traction right in here, inching its way higher. I think Spot would be a good candidate for selling it out of the money bullish put spread. Also, the stock is at 247.33. I'd like to get down to that 230, 250, maybe a 230, 250, 230 bullish put spread expiring on October 10th. Let's see if there's any premium in this at all. So we're going to go down to 230, 250. And we'll click on that, and then we'll go to the 230 puts. You can see 30-cent bid offered at 55 cents. I want to get 50 cents for it. Not quite there yet, but with any kind of little market volatility today, it certainly could be. Let's say that Mnuchin and Pelosi cannot come to terms today. You're probably going to see a little bit of a market dip. You get that little bit of a market dip, boom, you're filled on Spot at a really nice price. That's how I would play it. These are the searches that we use to find our trades intraday, even when the market is flat, like it is right now. We're able to find some really awesome trades. Again, CRWD looks good. BBBY was a really nice one. Netflix, excellent. DDOG, I think, is going to gain traction. Walmart, really good price action. Tesla looks like it's ready to start moving higher. SPOT, lots of names for you to take a look at. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that you never miss these videos. Thanks. Good luck with your trades. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.